So, you got a film shoot coming up and you're trying to figure out how do you choose the best professional video lighting. Well, we'll tell you this.
But first, if you are looking to develop an online course, an e-learning program, so you as a business owner can own your business instead of being owned by your business, we have a free masterclass that is linked below where you will learn how to do that in 90 days or less. Go and check it out.
When you can take our free master class. So the first thing that you want to do is a cost-benefit analysis. Here's the reality. You could spend a ton of money and get a really, really, really expensive lighting setup.
Expensive.
You could spend hundreds of dollars. You could spend thousands of dollars per light.
Tens of thousands.
Or you can decide that it's not about how expensive the light is, it's about how you set it up.
It's not about the plane, it's about the pilot in the cockpit.
That is true. So basically what you want to do is you want to figure out how much can you actually spend. And if the number is more than $100 to $150 a light, you need to lower your number.
Exactly. You should not be spending a ridiculous amount of money. Honestly, the lights that we have, they are $90 a pop.
So that is less than $100. And these are amazing lights. They have different temperatures, different settings that are really easy to manage. They plug in to the walls, but also if you need them on a shoot where you don't have access to a wall outlet, you can get batteries for them. We love these lights. They're linked below the video. Cost benefit analysis.
The second thing is your location.
Exactly. So if you are shooting outside, you probably don't need lights.
If you're shooting underwater, you don't need lights either.
Yes, you do, probably.
Actually, yeah, no, they do have lights. Just kidding, you do need lights.
If you're shooting outside in Alaska during the winter months, you might need a lot of lights because it's gonna be,
dark,
really dark. But if you're shooting outside, you probably don't need lights, but you might need a reflector and you might need a shade. So keep in mind, it is dependent on location. If you're shooting inside and you're using natural light from a window
to the wall,
then you may only need 2 lights. So you may only need to buy 1 set of the newer lights that we talk about below in the description, okay? In addition, you may have overhead lights where you're shooting. You may have lights that are built into your light board. In that case, you don't need any other lights, but you may have other lights in the shoot location.
And here's the thing, after you assess the environment, do not do something like overkilling it.
Yep.
If you're, for example, gonna be doing a lot of shoots outside, don't go crazy and buy a shade and buy this and buy that and do this and do that. Start off with the basics and then add equipment as needed.
Exactly.
We've made that mistake before where we overbuy equipment and we're like, brah, shoot. Yeah. We don't need that, right?
Really, you're only gonna need up to 3 lights. Now, since the package we really love and are linking to below sells lights in packs of 2, that means you really only need to buy 2 of them, but start with 1 of them because you can usually, when you're talking about number of lights, you're gonna need 3. Well, you don't actually need 3 lights, you need 3 light sources. So you can use a light source from a lamp or from overhead lights or whatever, and then you fill in the other 2 lights with that set of newer lights that you're buying. Now, keep in mind, we just recommend the ones below because we use them and we love them from the standpoint of the cost-benefit analysis, and really they work in any location that is indoors or that doesn't need like reflectors like outside. And remember, if you're shooting outside at night, they actually work decently as well. But basically, this is all you need. You need 3 light sources. You could have that be lights that you have, or you can get creative in the location.
And with that being said, if you are looking to build an e-learning program or an online course in 90 days or less, and you need them lights to create that amazing content, we also have that free masterclass link below. But until then,
thank you for the likes and the subscribes.
Gandalf.